Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Mercury Farms here in my start from scratch hard economic difficulty Let's Play series. It's a new morning here in game. It's a lovely new morning. When you last saw me I was just finishing off some harvesting contracts with the new workers. We did a couple of contracts. I have now, however, made a few new purchases for the farm. Spent a bit of money, as you may have already noticed looking at the cash cow up in the top left corner. What I have done, you're going to love this, you're going to love this. I have bought fields 47 and 46. 46 had withered. I also bought the little field down next to it, 45. I already obviously own field 38 and 37, which is one big field. If I run over here, I now also own field 31, which is the little field down here. So there's a possibility that that field will be joining into field 37 and 38. There's also a very strong possibility that I may get the brooks out, remove a lot of trees and also plough this area and make it into a field. So 37, 38, 31 and this land here where the trees currently are will become one big super duper awesome uber field. Got to get that term in at some point in the series, haven't we? The super duper awesome uber, because we've not really had a lot of opportunities to use it here on Mercury Farms thus far. So as I say, I own field 37, which is ready to harvest with wheat, which is going to be good for me because I want, not only do I want the wheat to make some seed, I want some straw as well for another reason. Sadly, they let the farmer let the cotton wither, which is probably why I was able to pick this field up quite cheap. I don't know whether he lost interest or he lost economics, but he ended up selling the land. He decided to get out the farming business. So that's fine by me. That crop can be withered. And then I chose to buy these two little new things that are on the mod hub. These little orchards. I think we've got apples. They do look a bit rubbish when you're up close to them. I'm not going to lie to that. They look a bit rubbish. What with the 2D apple textures. But basically you have to fill them up with some water. And you come in here, you fill them up with the water. And then you come and chuck in some manure. And that keeps them ticky-dee-booing. And then we've got over here, obviously we've got oranges as well. I'm not really sure oranges would typically grow in the UK climate, but hey ho. Again, have to fill them up with some water, have to put in some manure, and they grow quite nicely. Not sure why we've got random sugar cane growing still at the side of the road, but hey ho, it is what it is on this map. Then we come over here, obviously it looks like our canola is also ready to harvest, which will be going into the old diesel production. And then obviously once this has been harvested, and that, I'm going to be ploughing these two fields together. I've also put down a bit of concrete. You'll notice a bit of hard standing now we've lost the fences. It's also a good way to dictate to me where the field is going to come out to, where the field's going to be ploughed, the new edges. And like we're going to be going along here with the new edges of the field all the way down here, joining up with the bit we've already got. So that's going to be one of the tasks to do after we've pulled in the harvest. I've got a brand new production building on the map because people keep leaving comments on some of my earlier videos to say you really should make TMR and sell it at the animal dealership, it makes you lots of money. Well, here's my chance. I'm going to give it a try. Obviously we need hay, straw and silage. Silage I'm going to have from the bunkers. Just in case I don't have bunkers, fermenting, I have added a silo fermenter. So chaff or grass can go in there if need be. As I say, I have got plenty of hay over here already, so I can shift some of that over, make some TMR, get that sold. I think I sold the pig food in last video, made a bit of money. There's a little bit left in there, not a great deal. But that's where we're at. So we've got new fields, we've got new priorities, and we've got a day of harvesting to do. So I'm going to hop in the harvester, first things first, and we'll get the canola harvested, as that's definitely first things first. And then I'll get, I think Helgi's still sat in the truck, so that's alright for Helgi. He can provide some trailer service. So we'll get this shifted over into the bunker. Then when it comes to doing the obviously the wheat behind me and the oats, I'm going to do straw. In which case then Delores probably can come into her own. Then she can probably grab a loading wagon for me, pick up the straw, do that. And that way then we can get the harvest done. She can get the straw brought back. We'll put the straw in the TMR production building, and then like I say, we'll get some of the other stuff moved over, produce some TMR, and see if people in the comments are right that TMR is how to make money on this map. Bearing in mind, we are playing on hard difficulty, and we are playing on hard economic mode. So that's like double whammy, people. You know, that's not your mama's difficulty. So we'll let this guy carry on harvesting the canola. Delores is down here, so I don't know. Have I got a loading wagon? Got a normal trailer, but I don't think I've got a loading wagon. Let me see. I think we're going to have to I've got some grass to harvest as well. So I'm actually tempted to, with Helgi here, she can grab the forage harvester. Helgi can drop the crone, move the tractor out of the way. Oh, a big case. I would say Helgi's probably better off grabbing the auger wagon, because then Helgi can be trailer unloading the harvester with the auger wagon. That's not going to be an issue. And Delores can actually be doing the like the forage mowing. Can't she? Delores can make herself useful, because obviously it's going to be a while before we probably get on to doing the wheat harvest, because there's 2 fields of canola to harvest here. So go back to Doris, or Delores. I don't know why I keep calling her Doris. Doris is the woman in the store. Oh, keep bumping the knuckling. Right, it's lights out. This is the first time I'm using, obviously. Why is it not loading the, why is it not harvesting the grass? That's weird. Won't harvest the wild grass. That's interesting. That's new. It only will actually let you harvest grass fields now. It won't let you harvest wild grass with a Forage Harvester. No getting bonus grass then anymore. Is that what the game is trying to tell me? Or is this thing just being weird? You know what, I might just wait a little bit on that. Alright, Doug's got a problem. Doug's full, so Helgi needs to get over there and unload him. Come on, Helgi, let's go. Turn the old flashers off. Don't need the flashers on. We don't. For doing the harvesting. So that's very unusual for me. Unless it's because of but according to the map, the whole thing is ready for mowing. Isn't it? Why doesn't it let me harvest the grass, I wonder? That's definitely weird. I've never had this problem before where it won't let me harvest grass. Something got a bit weird in this game. I've never had this much trouble harvesting grass before. I think it's doing that weird thing where it's only harvesting it if I'm mowing in certain directions. But this to me just feels like a waste of time. If it's not harvesting the field, and it's not even harvesting the waste grass, is it? I don't get that. I don't get what's going on with that. Can't see anything obvious in the error log for why that would be the case, but she ain't going to be getting the grass cut today then, is she? It was a shame because I wanted to get that silage into that pit, get it fermenting. Also, it's just suddenly occurred to me that another reason why I've not done TMR in this series is because I'm actually using the silage to feed the BGA to get the digestate needed to make the fertiliser which we're selling. If I start making TMR, I'm going to struggle to be able to make fertiliser. So, got to be a bit careful. Especially if TMR doesn't sell for as much as fertiliser does. So how's old Dorothy doing? How's Doug doing? Doug's doing alright, I think. Thus far. Getting the old field harvested nicely. Getting the canola in our Rostel Smasher. Well, the old disconnect it and reconnect it trick didn't work. I have no idea what's going on with this thing. Please don't run me over. Please don't run me over. Right, I'll put this into the silage thing because there's only 54,000 litres. At least it'll give us a chance to get the old TMR going. But yeah, there's definitely something a bit iffy with this. Oh, it worked, didn't it? Was it? Did I? I'm sure I used this one last time. I'm sure I used this harvester, this forage harvester. Or did I use the Capello header? I'll do, just for sanity's sake, I'll go lease. I'll lease the Capello that I used on the Rostel Smash and rule out possibly it being a mod issue. I could have sworn I did most of the last forage harvesting using this and the that chrome header. Could be wrong, but I was pretty sure I got that right. It's just weird how it's harvesting some bits of the grass and not others. Now steady on, Doris. Oh, crapping hell. They're flipping traffic again, just ramming you off the road. You're flipping insane. These cars. Right, let's see. Right, this one's letting me mow. Could be a mod issue then. Could be. I think we've probably just found the answer then. Looks like it's an issue with that header. That's weird, that is, because I was pretty sure I've already used that header on this field. I did the last harvest with it, but patch 1.4 has come out since then. And that may have done something weird. Some of Stevie's mods may need an update. Because this is definitely now working. So I'm going to have a look at that, find out what the issue is. This header's definitely cutting the grass. How bizarre. How very, very bizarre. The harvester's working fine, but for some reason that header didn't want to work properly. Maybe sell it, buy another one. Or lease another one just to check, see if it is. Because it's not modified in any way. It's not like it does poplars or anything. So I'll try that one again in a minute. See if it's definitely the header. I suspect it is, you know. We'll just get all the grass along this bottom edge done, and possibly just go back along that other edge, because then I can at least then do the try and trust the AI workers to work on our own. This header is definitely working now, so it must be a mod issue. Leave that header there for a second. And we'll go get we'll go get the other one. No Doug's waiting to be unloaded and set to work on the second field, but I'm just trying to sort this issue out at the minute. Doug will just have to wait patiently. Got to be a mod. Can only be a mod issue then. So for some reason, Stevie's header doesn't cut grass. That's insane, that is. That's crazy. The header doesn't work. Weird. Never known that. It just doesn't cut grass anymore. So what have Giants changed with that header then? I don't know. Is the obvious answer? Right, we've got a bit of canola to unload then from down here in Doug. Which Helgi seems to be right on the case with. Yeah. And Doug can get the other field done. Trying to think how many fields of canola I've actually got. We've got 37 and 38 that needs doing as well before we switch crop types. A little bit over here, which I'm just going to get now. Right. Helgi's got 26,000 litres, he's 44% full. Might as well empty him whilst Doug's getting a little bit more stuff. There we go, just a brief second. Okay, put a little bit of a cut in the video there because I wanted to try and get a little bit more done today. Delores has finally managed to finish doing the old silage collection, grass cutting with the Forage Harvester. The Capello header works, the Stevie header doesn't. I then actually, for a bit of an experiment, tried the actual vanilla in-game crone header to go on my crone harvester, and even that was having issues. So maybe it's something the Giants have done to the crone header in the 1.4 update. It's just completely flipping screwed that up, so it doesn't work properly. But anyway, I'm doing my compacting. That's why I bought my big loader, my silo boss. This thing should get this nicely ready for fermenting. Are we at 100% yet? We are indeed. Doesn't take much to compact when you've got the silo boss. So we've got 750,000 litres in there. So Delores will wrap that up for me. Blanket that. Good job, Delores. She did get some... Like I say, we have got some silage produced. I've also just put... She's just put some hay in here ready for making the silage. We haven't got to the wheat and corn harvest yet, because basically Doug and Helgi are still doing the canola. They're over here on field 30, 37 and 38. Looks like Doug doesn't have too much more to do, but you can see from the time how long it's taking to get stuff done. And as I say, we've got the wheat harvest to do, and we've got that oat harvest to do as well. So there'll be plenty of seed getting made today, kids. There'll also be plenty of pig food being made, ready to go to market. We'll have plenty of diesel that we'll be able to take and deliver down at the diesel yard. No doubt I'll have some eggs and some wool to get rid of as well soon. So he's going to go down there, he's going to work down there, he's going to go up, he's going to go down. I think he's probably got about 3 rows. So to be honest, Helgi would be better off waiting for the guy down here. Doug's quite happy. Doug's quite happy in the cab today. Doing the rostel smashing. Yeah, we're looking at probably a row and a bit after this, aren't we? Right, back to old Delores. Floffle, floffle, boffle off 'em. She might as well get our big case tractor, wherever that is. Grab our cultivator. And be thinking about joining up fields 60 and the odd one over here. The field with no name. I remember how to do this now. One button. Because I've changed the keybinds. There we go. Although I have switched the activation and deactivation of the GPS back. So let's see, this should now let me create fields officially. Yay! This is going to make my life a lot simpler. It's going to make my life so much easier. Being able to make fields with the knuckling. Right, now what I need to do is get the back horse shifted. Down to there. And I'm basically just driving along here, so this field's going to be a lot bigger. So it'll be, say, just over 14 metres, probably 18 metres wider. And then we're going to gain all that bit in the middle there. I think I did that wrong. There we go. I've forgotten what auto width is, what I've set the auto width up for, and the recentering. Anyway, whilst Doug is waiting to finish off the canola harvest, we can crack on with this important task. Don't worry, I'll repaint all the grass again. I'll get the grass repainted down there, don't worry. I'm not going to be leaving it in this mess, but... figured if we're going to create a field, we might as well do it now, while we're waiting for our old Doug to finish. And a couple of little bits there that it's missed. Do you like to cultivate my field properly? Is the train's not smooth enough, do you think? bit more because I'm going to have to start this one from over here now, see? Because this road's going to be a little bit wider than I wanted it to be. And I'll paint that one back as well. Just make sure we've got a little bit extra along the top. Not much, but I mean, I could always put another strip in along there. Take it towards that fake hedge a bit more. I did say I was going to be very tempted to take that fake hedge out at some point. Go into the map and delete it, see if I can then drive on the rest of the map without being obstructed. I'm going to get these little bits now that we missed. The only issue I could foresee potentially in my plan is there's not a lot of room. What happens if I do pressing the wrong buttons? I do it half as big. Rather than a full width. That way then we can get the whole field done. Like I say, this is going to be a big field then for seeding on, planting on, putting crop on. Bounce back along here just to make sure we got the whole field. We'll go empty Doug of his canola, that'll be done, and then next video we can get the wheat and oats pulled in, hopefully. Delores meanwhile might go and do some tree felling. Get some of them pesky little trees taken care of. Landscaping tool, we need the painting tool, we're going to need grass. I think I paint with that one rather than that one, don't I? That bit's done. Now we need to find common bit of ground, which is there. So unfortunately we're going to lose a bit of this extra bit that I ploughed. Oh, very nearly botched that. Excuse me for sneezing. There we go. I can't do all the way along the top because I think there is a couple of areas along here. Like about there. Where it won't let me. But anyway, that's Delores done. Sorry, I'm in the harvester's way. Didn't realise. He didn't tell me, did he? But at least I can get him emptied and unloaded. Come on. Get him emptied and unloaded as he's harvesting. I'll try to, as best as I can. Like I say, this field is going to get turned into a big Uber field. And that's finished. Excellent. So I can go get the old canola emptied. And that'll be the end of the episode then. What I'll have to do is I'll have to bring you guys back next time. In the next episode where we'll be getting that field harvested. And getting the straw brought in. And then we'll be doing the oat harvest as well. Getting the straw brought in. So potentially I'm going to need to get myself a loading wagon that can do the straw. I can tip it into there and make the start making the TMR, which hopefully we can sell. So thank you everybody for watching this latest episode of my Mercury Farms Start From Scratch Hard Economic Difficulty series. I've been CWATTYESO. I'll see you all again in the next video. Goodbye for now.